So we're going to be talking about getting text from the BT Speak into another device over the network. I've made a suggestion to the development team. Hey, what if we had a mini HTTP server that would serve up a web page that could be changed, if you will? So you type in the text that you wanted in whatever grade 1 or grade 2 Braille you chose. Then it would be translated over into HTML. It would be served up. And could we also maybe have a mini Wi-Fi network that could be launched just for this feature? That way we could just launch on Safari, for example, if we were going to use our iPhone to pull the text, and be able to pull this web page, grab the text, and then be on our way. Development team thought it was a cool idea. They came back and said, well, what if you learned to go ahead on your iPhone and get into the BT Speak via SMB? I said, hey, I've already done it. I've done it via file browser, and great idea. Let me see what else I can do with this and get running. So I'm pretty excited. We do have it all set up, and I'm going to demo this for you first, and then I'm going to have below the audio player instructions to go ahead and make this happen that you can just read. So what are we doing? Well, we're pulling text that we type into a file, and we're copying that text, and we're taking that text and putting it onto another device. I don't feel like iOS has super great Braille in support. It's just maybe my opinion, but the editing of text in Braille, as well as getting the grade 2 translation to appropriately be correct if you backspace and things like that, it's just always, for me, been somewhat of a challenge or a mess, not the way it should be. BT Speak, on the other hand, is super awesome. I love its editor. I love its keyboard. I feel like it's, for me, very accurate. And you get everything edited on the BT Speak the way you want, and then you grab it, pull it, put it on your phone, and be able to use that text from your clipboard. So without any modifications, what do you have to do? Well, you have to connect the BT Speak to your phone, or the other way around, whichever you want to really look at it. Let's say your phone to the BT Speak via SMB. I have been using the file browser application, but I'm going to be using the Files application right now for this demonstration, which is native with iOS. So that's cool. You don't have to go grab another app to do what we're going to do. So after you get that set up, you have to go find your file. You have to open your file. Then you have to copy the information from your file. There's a lot of steps that I took and made into one quick click, or double tap, if you will, on the iPhone with a shortcut. That will grab the file and be able to grab the text from it without you doing anything at all. It's really quick. So what we do on the BT Speak, we're going to go ahead, we've got both of these connected to the same Wi-Fi network. I have a router, which is a travel router. Does not have any internet connection on it, but we're using it just for the pure purpose of networking. This router can be connected via power to USB-C, and you can take it with you. It's pretty cool. I know that's not what this post is on, but you will need a network, and unfortunately it doesn't look like the hotspot from your phone will allow you to do what you need to do with SMB. So I'm going to go ahead and enable file sharing and network services here on the BT Speak, and I find that you have to do this each time you boot the device up. You shouldn't, but I feel like it'll be revised or fixed in another upgrade. So before you shut down, you disable them. When you boot back up, you re-enable them. If you don't, it looks like they may not start appropriately at times, and you may not be able to do this as easy as you might want to when you're in the mode of just getting text and getting it done. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the options menu.
Options menu.
With O-Chord. I'm going to hit S for system.
System menu.
I'm going to hit S again.
System administration menu.
And we're going to do a .1 chord.
Advanced system administration.
To go here. We're going to hit enter.
Advanced system administration
.4 chord to drive down.
Interactive shell. Power status. Log files. Open issues. System services.
Here's where we want to be. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, or .8.
Secure shell is disabled.
Now how this works is it tells you what we have as far as the option and whether it's enabled or disabled. If you want to enable it, you hit enter and walk through a couple prompts. So I'm going to go ahead and go down with .4 chord.
File sharing is disabled.
We want this enabled. I'll hit .8 or enter.
Enabling file sharing. File sharing will now be started when the device is booted.
We're going to hit enter.
Shall file sharing be started right now? Default is no.
We're going to hit Y and enter.
File sharing has been started.
We're going to hit enter.
File sharing is enabled.
And we're back to this list of options. I'm going to go down one more with .4 chord.
Network file system is disabled.
We're going to hit enter.
Enabling network file system. Network file system will now be started when the device is booted.
Enter.
Shall network file system be started right now?
Y.
Default is no.
Enter.
Network file system has been started.
I'm going to go ahead and hit Z chord until I get back to options. And I can verify that with T chord, which will read me the title of where I'm at.
Network file system is enabled. System services. Advanced system administration. System administration. System.
Let's hit T chord.
Options menu.
Now we want to create a Braille file, in my case, for being able to transmit this message or have this message. And so we're going to go ahead and make that file in the public directory. And here's why. Files app, you either have two options. You can log in as a guest or you can log in with a username and password. However, you can't leave the username and password blank, which is the need, so to speak, for the BT Speak. And so being a guest, you can only log into the public directory. So you can't log into just your home directory with the Files app. We'll do another demonstration of File Browser a little bit later. So I want to create a file that is going to be always at the top of my list. I'm going to call it amsg.brl. So let's hit F.
Listing for /home/PI.
I want to go to public, so I'm going to hit .4 chord until I reach it.
Word stuff. USB 1. Test.t. Soda machine. SD card. Public. Directory.
I'm going to hit enter.
Listing for /home/PI/public.
Now I'm going to hit
Directory is empty.
C, and it did say directory is empty. I'm going to hit C. I don't mean to step on it. I do apologize.
Enter file name.
amsg.brl. Enter.
Apps.brl is open.
All right, so now we have our file, and I'm going to go ahead and type here. I am testing
Lower key.
the BT Speak and going to send this text to my iPhone. Let's see if that was accurate.
I am testing the BT Speak and going to send this text to my iPhone.
Yes, it was accurate. I'm typing with this on my lap, and sometimes I don't have my hands positioned correctly, and I make a mistake or two, so I wanted to verify. I'm going to go ahead and I want to make sure this file is saved. We're supposed to have autosave, and I believe we do, but I believe there's things that prompt it. And if you just go back to options and get into the file manager, at this point in time, it does not save your file or the contents of the file. So we can either do a Control S, that would be X chord, and then S is one of the ways to do it, or we can do a Z chord, which is going to save your file and then exit the file. I'm going to do that, Z chord.
Viewing welcome screen.
This is the home welcome screen that always pops up if nothing else is open on the device. Now we want to translate this into text. So I'm going to go ahead and go options with O chord,
Options menu.
F for file,
Listing for /home/PI/public.
and now we're right where we want to be in public. And if I do a down arrow or .4 chord,
Apps.brl.
here we go, our file. I'm going to hit T for translate, T for text is the file type, and it's just going to translate it for me. And I'm going to show you a couple different things here with this. Let's do it.
Which format would you? Text file apps.txt has been created.
Cool, we got what we need. I'm going to go ahead and hit Z chord,
Apps.brl. 1 of 2.
Z chord again,
File browser.
Z chord again,
Welcome screen is open.
and we're back. So now I'm going to grab my iPhone. I'll turn it up.
Lift.
Now, I haven't moved this to a particularly easy spot to find, so we're going to go to our page 6.
Messages. Page 2 of 6. Music. Page 3 of 6. Please. Page 4 of 6. Bluetooth. Page 5 of 6. Page 6 of 6. Speak message.
BT Speak message is what I have here. So remember, when I double tap this, what I expect it to do is open the file, copy the text, and then just get back out onto this screen. So we don't have to do anything more than double tap it, and we should have our information that we want.
Speak message.
So that was correct as far as what we heard. Now we're expecting that it worked. I'm going to go just to my Notes app.
Home. Messages. Messages. Live. Set. Calendar. Touch tone. Notes. Double tap. Notes. Dictate.
I'm going to go
I am brailing it.
All right, this is an earlier test here.
Text field.
I'm going to go ahead
Insertion,
and
misspelled words.
delete it.
Edit.
So I'm going to go to the edit with my rotor, and I'm going to flick down, to select all.
Select. Paste. Select all.
Double tap, and I'm going
I
to
am
hit
brailing it.
delete.
Selection deleted.
So
I am
now
mode. Text field is editing. Insertion point and start.
we have nothing.
Actions available.
So I want to go
Use
back in
rotor
that
to access.
rotor to the edit,
Misspelled word. Edit.
and I want to go down to paste.
Scan text. Paste. I am testing the speak and going to send this text to my iPhone.
All right, there it is. So it worked. Everything is good to go. We're appropriately on the network. With both devices, we also have the file sharing and network system share available, and we've done what we needed to do. So I want to show you what happens the next time I do this. Okay, so let me delete
Typing
this
mode.
really
Edit.
quick
I am
here,
too
so
much
I don't
to
have to do that
text
next
field.
time.
Misspelled words. Edit. Paste. Select all. I am selection deleted. Notes.
All right, we're going to go here, and I'm going to go back into this Braille file that I've created, and we're going to delete everything out of it. So, O chord,
Options.
F,
Listing for /
down arrow,
apps.brl.
enter.
Apps.brl is open.
Top of file with L chord or 1, 2, 3 chord. We're going to go M chord for Mark.
Mark set.
We're going to go to the end of the file with 4, 5, 6
End
chord.
of file.
We're going to hit backspace,
Cut 57 characters.
and our file is blank.
I am testing again.
All right, Z chord, options, file, down arrow.
BRL, 1 of 2.
Now, when I translate it again, it's going to cause me, I believe, just to hit enter to tell it yes, we want to translate again, and then we're going to hit enter again after it's created. We always want to make sure we get out of that final message and back in the file browser to make sure that that file is saved. So here we go. T,
Which format would
T.
file names.txt exists dash override it. Default is yes.
enter,
File names.txt has been created.
enter again.
Names.brl, 1 of 2.
Exit Z chord.
File browser.
Let's go to our phone and let's get it
Messages.
again.
Speak message. Speak message.
All right, here we go again. Double
tap
tap.
to open. Speak message.
Did it. Go back to my
Messages.
notes.
Lips. Touch tone. Notes. No. March clip note. Text field. Is editing. Misspelled edit. Scan text. Paste. I am testing again.
Okay, so that's as easy as it is, which is pretty easy. It looks like there's a lot of steps. I want to go through this without talking about what I'm doing and just do it quick and show you how easy this
Typing
is
mode.
to do.
Edit. Typing edit. Paste. Select all. I am selection deleted. Notes. Messages.
I'm going to go to
Page
page
2 of
6 already, so we're right where we want to be.
Options. Listing for apps.brf. Apps. Top of marks. End of file. Cut 50. Top of file. Hey, I am testing again. Do you get this? Viewing web. Option. List. And which for text file. Apps.brf.
Done.
1 of 2. File browser. Search. Page. Speak message. Messages. Lift. Setting. Cat. Notes. No. Note. Text field. Is editing. Misspelled edit. Scan text. Paste. Okay, I am testing again. Do you get this?
And that's as easy as it is, guys. Once you kind of get those keystrokes down, it really doesn't take a long time. So again, this can be really useful in sending text messages, in composing emails, maybe before you have your phone out or you just want to get some thoughts together and get that email already written. This enables us from the BT Speak Basic to go ahead and really put text wherever we want to. I'm just using this iPhone as an example, but we can really get into the file anywhere we can have a network. I love that the iPhone gives us the ability for shortcuts so you don't have to think about anything other than just translating that file if you're writing grade 2. If you're writing grade 1, you don't even have to do that. So it just depends really on what you want to do. But this is really cool. I hope this is helpful. Go ahead below, look at the instructions, get it set up for yourself, and be using the BT Speak text wherever you need or want to use it. Thanks so much, y'all.